Hey, what's up? Real quick, check out my hair right now, right? And look at the previous video that I just did before this one. It's all lighting, right? Nothing has changed on the top of my head. It's just the lighting. It's horrible. Like, this lighting is so bad. Anyways, Riders Republic is a game I think about very often. Like many different games. I think about a lot of games that I don't play. I'm like, I really want to play that, but I wouldn't want to play it. Um, it is one of my favorite games. It's one of the best sports games, probably the best sports game I've ever played. I have not played every single sports game ever in existence, but I have played a lot of the major ones throughout the years. I also grew up with SSX. I didn't get into Tony Hawk back then. I forget what else I was playing, but even Excite Bike, yeah. anyways, but I've also had my times where I enjoyed sports games as well. I enjoyed Steep. I thought Steep was pretty cool. At the time, I remember my favorite being like the paragliding. But anyways, yeah. So Riders Republic like took everything like that Steep had and then bumped it up, like by adding the other sports. Pretty cool. The bikes and the skateboards. Crazy and sucky with these games that have like all these different DLCs that put in these different sports and stuff. It's just DLC's really annoying. You always feel like you got screwed. That's how I am anyways with DLC. I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks, I guess. But then there are the people that didn't grow up not getting screwed as a normal thing that are like, yeah, more DLC, please, more DLC. They beg for it. They beg for it. They beg for DLC. They beg for microtransactions. It's insane. Anyways, that's funny. Didn't mean to go there, but that's gonna happen. But I know Riders Republic is really cool, so I just want to talk about it real quick and just mention it again. I rarely ever discuss it or anything, and I don't even think I've made a video on this before. I might have, maybe, I don't remember. It's been a while if I have. But I have watched them too. They do updates as well, like every game. They've got their updates, and they the past couple of major updates they did were like something to do with some kind of creator edit mode or something. So I haven't like gone into it. I always love these things. Like I think they're cool, and think about doing them all the time. I never do, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I do kind of prefer to play a game. Like if I'm in a game, I want to play it, but I really should try these out. Like I need to get around to doing the dreams tool and just go do something in there. Really need to do that. Anyways, so the past couple major updates that these guys have done with Pride Republic were both involved with what was that December 5th? Did they not have I thought they I don't know. I think this list doesn't show every update maybe or something. That's weird. Anyways, uh yeah, so they've got this like creative thing going on or an editor mode or something. I don't know. So it's cool. But something that I've noticed that they do still do. It's like it's crazy. Ubisoft is pretty cool, man, with their games. Like they're still doing events in the Division 2, and players are complaining that there isn't actually new content. It's like Destiny 2. You're just playing the same content again with like new missions in the same area. Right? So you're not really doing anything new. Like it's just changing the words of a mission, but you're still playing through the same thing. So whatever. If you have fun with the game, like that's it gets old after some thousands of hours, right? So those players need to realize, like, look, man, like the game kept me here for at least 1,000 hours, if not thousands of hours. Like that was a good damn game. Anyways, I don't know why I was saying that's just funny. I didn't mean to say that either, but I've just they update their games, even the dead ones. So that's all. It's interesting. It's weird to see with just how bad generally the stupid industry, but especially this company, man, like how bad they are with their business practice. It's pretty nasty. Um, just a lot of bad in everything, man. It's pretty crazy, but there's still passion there. There's still heart because there are the developers that design these games that and like are designing something they enjoy. It depends. Some of them are cash grabs. Some of them are just stupid crap thrown out for the masses to consume. It's just funny to think about. Like, that's horrible. Anyways, um, whatever, man. I've been a consumer. I still am a consumer. I'm like, whatever, man. Anyways, it's funny. No, I like Riders Republic though. It's a great game. It's actually right now it's on sale. And look, I had forgotten about this. I would say get the complete edition just because it has all the DLC. You don't have to worry about like what you're missing out on, what little sports events. So, it's too many on a demo right now. But $20 for the complete edition is a good price. It's very fair. You get the full game for $20, you know, right? Um, yeah, so that's what I would recommend getting. I would recommend getting the ultimate. There's so many things that I pop off my head when I just like, man. I'm thinking about all the games that right now are like they go on sale for $35 as the ultimate edition kind of a thing. And like this is a smaller title, it didn't get as much attention, it wasn't as popular, and that's why it's cheaper, you know, right? Like they will base sales based on popularity and call it supply and demand, right? Because they know they can make more money off of it. But I do miss the. I mean, it's weird to me too, man. It's there was a time where games would drop in price a year after they launched, no matter what. Just by default, that was the default. The new price was $20 a year after it came out. And that was in PS3 games too. Um, but anyways, man, there was somewhere else I wanted to go to and I forgot. But whatever. Riders Republic, cool game, man. I didn't even expect it or mean to ramble. It'll happen though. Mostly because I didn't have a specific thing with this. I just wanted to share that I like the game. It's cool to see it get updates, even though you never really hear about it. It's not super popular. Nobody's raving about it and all that kind of stuff. But it's an excellent sports game. And as a quick thing before I go, man, because I need to shut myself up. Mass Race is still probably off the top of my head, and for a while, and ever since I played Mass Race, the online game mode in Riders Republic, is the best online experience I've ever known and seen. And Assassin's Creed multiplayer was very unique and special. Batman Arkham Origins, very unique and special. Splash Damage, Brink was really good. Special good multiplayer, but and mini good multiplayer. But Mass Race is the coolest thing I've ever seen, man. Like that's crazy. That you need to finish the campaign before you go play Mass Race. Do not go play Mass Race as the first thing you ever. Do not go in there as the first thing you do in this game and play. Do not do it. You will do not just don't go play the whole campaign out. That was something I forgot about. Was like, yeah, it's kind of short. I didn't realize like. Because after you finish like the main sports tracks and whatever, the main tracks that the game offers, then it's replay value. It's redoing them and doing random events and like stuff like that. Mass Race is super cool, and it takes you through I forget how many different sports are in the game, but I think it takes you through 3 different ones. Pretty sure if I remember right. 3 different sports, and it's randomized too, kind of. So like you might go from like bike racing to paragliding or whatever, back to bike riding again. But then sometimes you'll go from like bike to paragliding to skiing or snowboarding or whatever. So you get these like I'm pretty sure you go through 3 different ones throughout the whole track, and it's a battle royale, 100 players. And you just get this as high as you can through the race, and it'll take you through the different sports as you progress through the track, and it's freaking amazing. it's incredible. But it's definitely not something, unless you play like every different sports game like regularly before you start this, right? Like if you regularly have been playing all these different types of games like BMX, motocross, like whatever, all those types of things in other games, then maybe Mass Race would be okay for you. But if you're going in here your first time trying, like haven't played a sports game in a while, go play the regular game first. Matt, you would not get anywhere in Mass Race, man, if you try that as the first thing you do. It is for people that have played the game and know what they're doing, basically. Yeah, and that's just the experience of it. Like it's pretty nuts. It's crazy because I had tried it. I had tried it before I ever did the paragliding thing, I could understand the paragliding thing, but I just wasn't good at it, and I just failed miserably. Yeah, it's not the gameplay. It's just the being used to how that stuff is played, like the tracks themselves too. The way whichever vehicle you're on at the time, whichever what do they call it? We'll call them vehicles, man. Your bikes, your snowboards, your whatever, all that crap, right? Whichever equipment you're using reacts differently, from different landings and different like whatever stuff, right? And it's not like super advanced. It's just getting a feel for how the game plays out on each of these different pieces of equipment, man. Yeah, it's cool. So, anyways, yeah, Mass Race is amazing. But man, I even meant to just talk about their update because I thought like their update wasn't a big deal to me. Like I said, it was the main thing. I just think it's cool to see them still do updates. Like Paladins. I just saw freaking. I was looking at Paladins. I'm installing it right now again because I'm hoping and planning to play a little bit at least. Check it out again. It's been a while. But they did a major update back in January, a really big update for the game, and then also apparently the dev team got fired. I forgot about that. So that's happened with so many games I've seen, like Marvel Heroes. Dude, Marvel Heroes, enormous, major, badass, super epic update, and then game shuts down. Paragon, which is now back as predecessor, I believe, but that same thing, they had this major, major, big, super cool update. Game shut down. But yeah, I've seen it with multiple different games where like they had this really really good update, but the game just poop, gone. I would say it's something similar with Realm Royale, but Realm Royale never really took off, and that was a very fun game. I'm pretty sure you can still go play it, mostly probably against bots, but that was a cool game too. Anyways, I'm gonna go. This was a weird one. I know I rambled on about a lot of too much different things and stuff, but Riders Republic is a really cool game, and if you have not played it and you've had any little bit of interest, you might want to check out the sale. I would recommend the $20 version of the complete edition, but you might want to go with the small one. These are on sale often, but I don't remember. Yeah, it looks like they do like separate sales for the DLC too. The only thing it doesn't come with is this some extra cosmetic pack. I saw people complaining about it, but I saw it because they were like, "This isn't included with the complete edition." I think it's because it's because it's like a separate way to buy these coins, but you get like a little extra outfit. It's whatever. It's not an actual DLC, right? Like it's literally one of their microtransactions. So they're whatever. But anyways, this is a cool game, man. I'm gonna go. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.